All right. So these three words, letters, are very important for this semester. So this stands for stress, reduce, and link. So I wrote them over here. Stress, reduce, link. Okay, but in the future, I'm just going to write it like this, probably. Okay, so whenever we're talking about pronunciation, I'm going to be referring to one of those three things. Okay? And today we'll talk briefly about each one of these. I'll give you a brief example of each one. And then throughout the semester, we're going to come back to them. We're going to keep coming back to them almost every class. I wrote some things up here about them, but we're not going to have time to go into all of those today. So the first one, I'm going to take these two words to give you an example, okay? So this word, if you never saw it before, you wouldn't know how to pronounce it. But you all know how to pronounce it because you've seen it before, okay? How do you pronounce it? Yes. Now notice you didn't say banana, right? You knew to change the a is changed to up. And this a is also changed to up. So instead of saying banana, we say ba. Na, no. Okay, so these are both reductions. So here we have an example of a reduction, weakening the vowel, And that's a very common reduction in English. This sound is much easier and quicker to say than the a. See, if I say a or I say which is easier? Yeah, the So that's a very common reduction. In fact, this vowel sound is the most common vowel sound in English. Okay? So, and then what's the stress? So these are reduced so that this one can be stand out more. It's stress. These two are reduced. This is stress. So it's banana. Banana. If you say it fast, banana. Okay, now if we stress this one, it would be banana. See, we would reduce these two. Banana. If we stress this one, it would be banana. So there are many ways to pronounce that word, but you know the correct way because that's a very common word and you've heard it before. Now this one you've also heard before. Yeah, and you probably don't even know which one you're stressing, but you are stressing one of these parts. Here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, and only one of them gets stressed. That's true of every English word. There's only one part that is stressed. Here it's the second part, and here, which part do you think it is? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? What? Somebody says the fourth. Anybody else? Huh? Third. Okay. Anybody else? So most of you think it's one of those two. All right, let's try this one. Civilization. Let's try this one. Civilization. Yeah, it's the fourth. It's the fourth, but that's okay. So if we stress this one, it would be civilization. If we stress this one, it would be civilization. This one, civilization. This one, if we stress this one, it would be civilization. But the correct one is civilization, or civilization. It's very you probably don't notice it, but if you say it correctly, it's a little longer. This stands for louder, longer, or higher. Those are the usual ways we stress. But you probably don't notice it, but if you say it correctly, it's a little longer, louder, or higher, or some combination of those. Okay?